Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hardman. This is my lovely wife Jen, and today we're continuing on through Daredevil Season 3 with Episode 6. Last episode we got a lot more of Dex's backstory. You realize finally that he was Bullseye from the Daredevil Ben Affleck movie. Same character, very different take on him though. And I cannot wait to continue on with this episode. How are you feeling going into Episode 6?
Super amped. The revelation of the character being Bullseye is fantastic for me, especially because it is a different take from Colin Farrell's depiction of Bullseye. This one seems a lot more, how should I say, dark. Like Colin Farrell is more like funny.
He was like goofy, bad.
Yeah, but this one is like serious dark. Yeah. You know, we're midway and this is just a juicy point in this series. And Matty is a hot mess. He's wanted now by the FBI. I just don't know how he's gonna get himself out of this. Every time I think like, okay, he's gonna get out of this, he gets even deeper in. But loving where Fisk is, loving it. So I love this show so far.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to get into it. So let's go ahead and do that. Episode 6 of Season 3 of Daredevil. Well, I mentioned at the start of us watching this season that I would have a Daredevil and Job video. By the time this video comes out, that should be done. So if you want to check that out, you can check it out over here. It's a religious, if that's not your thing, no hard feelings. If you're curious about how I compare Daredevil and Job and talk about that, feel free to check it out. All right, let's go and get into it. Oh, Karen.
Karen's really getting on my nerves. And to be fair, it's kind of at the point where it's like unjustified. I'm like, oh, getting annoyed by the construction workers.
I know. He's like, oh yeah, take your medicine, Karen.
Did you touch the body?
I also just don't like that she's creating more trouble
More
for
drama
Foggy.
for all of them, yeah.
Specifically for Foggy.
Yeah, it's like trying to win an election.
I want you to tell me that I'm a bad person.
I can't say that.
Why not?
Because you're not. You were afraid for your life. It was self-defense.
7 times.
Sorry.
What?
I shot him 7 times.
Well, you were in an emotional state.
What did she do with his body? Did she
I think she just left. They found him later. Oh!
Hey, Karen.
take off the blindfold now, Matt?
You need to pay me back for your rent.
Yeah, you don't need that thing anymore.
Oof.
There's a reason I stayed away, Karen.
Seriously gonna throw up.
Go right ahead.
What do you need from me, Matt?
Oh,
Fisk staged the attack on himself and
he just goes, here it is.
tricked the FBI into moving him to a hotel. So yeah, you're right. I came to you because I needed something.
No. But I'm serious about the rent.
You don't remember me. I'm Julie.
Oh yeah, he blew that date. Saw some comment saying that the reason they're doing the spinning so much is to signify he's lost his North Star.
Compass isn't broken, Dex. It just works better with the North Star to guide you.
Fisk really living the good life.
Ends up well.
Yes, he does.
They're only up in our chili because they're looking for Matt. There's no reason to think the FBI knows anything about Matt's other life. But if he can give him that witness, Matt's in the clear. I could reach out as Matt's attorney and negotiate his surrender. Could have gone to any reporter, Karen. But he came to you. People have bailed on Matt his whole life, and I'm not gonna be one of them.
Foggy's such a good dude.
Such a loyal guy.
It's like you argue for a living or something.
Hey, Dex.
Been a little rough.
How you doing, bud?
No, you look pretty today. You know you're 2 hours early, right?
Do you think a killer like that deserves a second chance?
Your internal compass isn't broken.
I said let go.
And you'll rely on our structure.
Yeah.
He's all yours.
I don't know what strings you had to pull to get that waitress a job. It was a waste of your time. Really think I'm gonna fall for some Bush League honey trap?
I have no idea what you're talking.
Your head that she means something to me. She doesn't mean shit to me. You don't know anything about me.
That DMFX might need to take some PTO.
When I was a boy.
He always goes into his stories.
I know.
Never been out of the city or even taken a subway on my own. Yet there I was, standing over my father's body, watching him die by my hand.
Jeez.
It's something you're familiar with. You fashioned yourself into something the world would tolerate. A nice young woman.
Destroyed what we had.
If it were honest and true, no one could have destroyed it.
I should have let you die.
Would have understood you. The real you. She never would have understood the real you.
They're throwing you under the bus.
Oy.
I'm sorry, Dex.
I'm looking for Matt Murdock. Is he here?
He's a complicated man. Wears you out, doesn't it? Saving him from himself. He held the record for the most Hail Marys 5 years running. His nightmares went on for months. One night, Matthew called for help and I didn't answer. Never asked us for anything again. Everyone in Matthew's life abandoned him, including me.
Well, that's a little harsh on yourself.
When someone in need tries to push you away, you have to find the strength to hold on tighter.
Oh, so good.
Two very different reactions to that.
Seems unfair. It's an optics thing.
Seems unfair, she says too.
Investigation into Alice Lee.
Fisk is taking everything from him. All of his securities.
You're gonna stick to your minutes.
Oh.
Everything's gonna be okay. And look me in the eyes when you say that. I need this job. Please, there's gotta be something.
Yeah, structure for him.
I made.
It's empty.
You got nothing to worry about.
iPhone.
Drinking your McDonald's.
I know, your straw and your iPhone 4. And your Glock, whatever that is.
You lost? Not your Holden. You a cop?
Karen. I feel like we're watching that show you like.
What?
Intervention.
Oh, I love Intervention. This is sad, though.
Who's lighting those candles?
Point me towards Jasper Evans. This is yours.
What the hell's it to you?
Jasper.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Here's Matt.
You knew I'd come?
I hoped.
Look, the FBI are all over us.
You want me to turn myself in?
Did you talk to Foggy?
No, but it's the smart move. Sure, I'll do it. Who knows, maybe I get lucky and they'll lock me up next to Fisk. Option 1, I call the FBI. Wilson Fisk has you killed. Option 2, you tell this nice reporter here the truth about what you did for Fisk.
Can't.
Cool, option 1.
If I talk, Fisk kills my son. Look at this place.
Oh, that's your son?
I grew up here.
So you can either tell my paper the truth, or you can go back to prison and I print the story like you talked anyway.
That turned him on.
He's like, that's something I would do.
I'm here to represent Matt Murdock. As his attorney.
Where is he?
I'll provide him to you tonight. After you hear the statement of a second witness. His name is Jasper Evans.
Oh.
Really gonna want to hear what he has to say.
Hallelujah. So you can dress like a normal human being. Warms my heart to see you going out to do something other than beat someone up.
I love Sister Maggie so much.
You know, could just be adding style to my beatings.
Did you just make a joke? Took something to do with the blonde who came to visit me today? She is lovely.
We're just friends.
Well, it's nice to hear you use the F word.
Gotta turn myself into the FBI.
You need a suit for that?
I've been falsely accused. Other people involved.
Other people? You mean your friends?
You know, just lay off, Maggie.
Your work with Fisk trumped your credit issues. The EAD approved your promotion.
Nice.
Murdoch's lawyer just promised to surrender him tonight, but only after we hear from a witness he claims can exonerate Murdoch. He's a guy that shanked Fisk.
That proves Murdoch's attorney is bullshitting.
I just got off the phone with the warden. Evans is missing.
You don't think he's right about what Evans can prove?
We'd know if he was playing us.
Right. So it's a bluff.
Tell me, Dex.
Be cool, Dex.
Are you thinking about taking your own life right now? How are you gonna do it, Dex? Do you have a gun? Learn to stay.
When I was in prison, my mother
It's the story again.
passed away. There was a shoebox with my name on it, full of happy relics from my life, and the hammer, the instrument of my father's death. She was proud of what I had done, of who I was. And that's what I want for you. Someone to accept you without shame. I've sent you a gift, an opportunity to become your true self. I will never abandon you.
The car is waiting, sir, if you care to come with me.
I would have put some money in it, but I'm a little bit behind on my rent.
Are you sure you want to do this?
I'm confident this FBI agent can be trusted.
They kind of changed his shirt.
So?
The makeup on him.
He's the inmate who shanked Wilson Fisk in prison.
Fisk made me do it.
But doing this at the newspaper means they want it as public as possible.
I owe you an apology. Thank you.
Do you hear something?
Screaming.
Tell us how you know Wilson Fisk.
It's a nice camera.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Come on, action time.
Foggy, find Clone, get her out of here.
Oh boy.
Hey, you can't be here.
What? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It is,
What is it?
what's his face? Dex.
The city needs a new villain. Oh.
Oh.
The real you.
Oh. So sick. Oh, so great. Yeah, I probably should go, Foggy.
I'm Daredevil.
Oh yeah. I don't know. They're making it seem like Dex is completely like incapable.
I think that Matt would be a better hand-to-hand combat, but this is where he shines. This like range stuff. Yeah, see,
I mean,
it's the
but
first stuff.
he would have some training.
Yeah, he would, but I mean, this is Daredevil. Hand-to-hand is like Daredevil's specialty. Jeez. I think that's why he just changed tactics.
I don't know. I think that he would have some substantial hand-to-hand as well.
I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm just saying Matt's probably just better.
Well, I'm saying the way that they're portraying him with hand-to-hand is just, he doesn't really have much training at all.
It's distant stuff. You gotta close that gap, Matt.
Oh.
Oof. See what I mean? Like Matt can't. Matt can't do that. Quit throwing things at me.
Woo!
There you go. Come on, Matt. Oh! Quit spamming L2.
Uh-oh.
Oh, see, like through it. Oh.
Oh no!
Oh!
They did Foggy wrong with that. Oh my gosh.
Hello, Karen. It's nice to see you again.
Matt, you had him on the ropes too, man.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Foggy. No, he's okay, he's okay. They killed Jasper.
Yeah, they got him.
Bye.
Good luck out there, Matt. Walk that off, bud.
FBI, don't move!
He's got the high ground.
Safe to say, Dex will not be going back to the FBI.
It's just like how he just throws things.
Like a child.
Yeah, he like threw scissors and like threw a stapler. Just get frustrated with it.
FBI, nobody move!
That's all right, they're all dead.
Yeah, nobody's moving in here, Nadine.
Ugh.
Matt, take the scissors out.
I know that's not funny, but that's kind of funny.
There's a level in the old Spider-Man PS1 game where you're at a newspaper. Just walk, yeah.
Oh gosh, and he has it in the leg too.
Who did this? It was Daredevil.
I was waiting for that moment to come.
Oh.
What an episode. What did you think?
One of the best episodes so far to convince the city that Daredevil is not this savior, but villain responsible for killing people. Brilliant, let's just be honest. And I always knew that Fisk was capable of a plan like this, but I actually seen it play out is just says something about his character. I don't know what's gonna happen because obviously Matt cannot say that's not Daredevil because that's going to reveal
Well, remember
that he's Daredevil.
what he said to Karen. He said, "It's good to see you again, Karen."
Yeah.
And he said it openly.
Oh, Dex playing Daredevil?
Yeah. Well, never mind. Okay, I've said too much.
Okay, we're going down that road again. What do you mean? Anyways, fantastic episode. Loved the scene with fake Daredevil and Matt. I thought that was so well done. Jasper being killed, you know, a part of me was like, oh, you know, they're about to get this evidence. They were so close. Really curious about what is gonna happen next, but this was a fantastic episode.
Yeah, I'm not really sure the Fisk's move here full. Like, I get the whole Daredevil thing and framing him, but as far as like, okay, Matt is gonna turn himself in and say that he didn't ever really work for Fisk. They have Jasper to prove it, and the FBI was like, that's a bluff, clearly. But then they show up and Jasper really is dead to give credibility to their story. So I'm not sure if Fisk was looking to discredit Karen or discredit Foggy, discredit Matt Murdock, they have Jasper's body. So
yeah, but that's not, I mean, that might be enough to like poke around, but they don't have any like hardcore evidence. Jasper's dead, so they don't have anybody to go on record.
Yeah, I mean, fair, true enough there, but the fact that they have Jasper's body at all, and this was the testimony that Karen wrote before or whatever, all of that is going to be overshadowed by the fact that Daredevil killed him and Daredevil, killed all those people and stuff. But I'm just saying the fact remains that it was claimed by an attorney that Jasper was in on this Fisk thing. As far as the legal routes knew, Jasper was in the hole and lockup, but really he wasn't, and they can prove that because they have him.
Yeah, but they haven't proven a connection between Daredevil and Fisk, like up until this point. They weren't involved. At least the FBI didn't know.
Right. I'm talking about them as separate issues. I'm talking about just regardless of the Daredevil stuff.
The FBI saw Daredevil.
Right.
Okay, so they know that Daredevil killed Jasper, but there's been no connection between Daredevil and Fisk.
Right. Well, I wasn't even talking about that connection. Regardless, I just meant the Jasper thing looks bad for Fisk, him not being in the hole at all,
well,
and the testimony being that Jasper did it purposely under Fisk's orders.
Well, they have, but they have Daredevil killing Jasper. They don't have a connection between Fisk, so they don't know that Daredevil did it for Fisk. All it looks like is Daredevil killed him.
Right, but regardless, it doesn't look good for Fisk, is what I'm saying. Yes, they don't have the Jasper testimony, but they do have the testimony of Foggy, Karen, and Matt Murdock. But yes, Daredevil shows up and he kills him. If anything, I would say that they could put the pieces together that if what Karen was saying was true, and they have reasonable belief for that because she provided Jasper, whether he's alive or not, in connecting at least this fake Daredevil to Fisk.
Not in a court of law. I mean, they don't have any substantial evidence. They could, loosely point the arrow at, okay, maybe they're involved with each other, but there's no connection. So in order to connect Fisk to this murder, they have to prove that somehow Daredevil and Fisk are involved with each other.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that it's sealed tight, but I'm just saying it is not a clean scenario for Fisk, is my whole point. Is that this is not a...
It's nothing more than an allegation. I feel like Fisk is like comfortable in those
But I'm
waters.
saying it's more than an allegation. There is Jasper is a direct connection. That he was not in the hole, he was out, against what the FBI said. Karen Page and their whole bulletin has been running stories about how Fisk has been controlling everything from the inside. Jasper's body lends credence to that. Granted, they don't have the confession, but...
His body, just him being dead, I mean,
it's not just him being dead.
Is a suspicion. But in a court of law, any defense attorney for Fisk is going to point out you don't have anything as far as a statement from this guy. You don't know what he would have said.
Well, they may have a statement, and they have Karen's testimony, too.
His brains were blown out before he said anything.
Well, he did talk to Karen at that place first.
Yeah,
and he also talked to the head of the bulletin. I have a statement to make to Fisk. Fisk made me shank him. He said that to the head of the bulletin.
They don't have an admission from him. They have hearsay from those two.
Yeah, well, maybe. All I'm saying is it's not clear cut and dry. This is not a tight bow for Fisk. Yes, it may not hold up fully in court. I'm not denying that. But I'm just saying, from what we've seen in Fisk in the past, it's usually much tightier.
I don't think that's going to bother Fisk at all. I think he knows this territory as far as like people having suspicions about him, law enforcement alleging he's involved. He like knows how to work that.
Yeah. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not, at all. I'm just saying that if anybody that's like looking at this objectively there are pieces here that clearly lead to Fisk. That's all I'm saying.
It's a situation where, Nadeem probably knows in his heart that this all goes back to Fisk, but he can't prove crap, and Fisk knows that.
Yeah, well, there is some evidence, but it's not enough evidence, I would say, to hold up in court. So I'll agree with you there. I'm just saying the fact that he left this paper trail so clear is very un-Fisk-like. That's all I'm saying.
We shall see.
Yep.
But that's it for Daredevil. I hope you guys will join us next time. Hopefully it'll be a juicy episode. We are over halfway. So can't wait to see how this series ends up. You want to throw in Patreon here?
No, you're closing it up. You do it.
Well, join us next time.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next video, everyone. Take care.